Okay, so I'm sitting here with this goddamn video for like a minute trying to get it to go back to like it's stuck at 4 seconds and I can't get it to go to the beginning of the video so I can talk about it. And then I see the return to start button and I'm like, oh well shit, I didn't have to fuck with the meter. I could have just clicked that button. Whatever. They're talking about Higurashi, which is a bad anime and an okay VN. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, it's cicadas crying in the summer, the noise that they make. Cicadas are cool. I like them. They're not really relevant to this game at all, except for that scene. So I could make a really intricate and brilliant Higurashi reference, but I'm not gonna do that because why? I spoiled it. A lot of battles in this video. I think they're all with Hojo. I don't fucking remember. I should look at it. Yes, I should. But because there are so many battles, I have less to talk about in the game. I have more things to talk about for you, though. In this fight here, you can see they don't have any guard units or anything really special. They just have a bunch of fairly weak units, so I just assume I'll send in some warriors and tear them up. And many times I'll do that. If they have like a monk in the front row, or ninjas, or a really frail guard unit that I'm aware of, none come to mind, so I guess that's a bad thing to say. I'll just go in there with a bunch of warriors and tear them up. Like, warriors aren't bad at taking hits. They're not bad at taking hits. Ninjas are bad at taking hits. Warriors are supposed to be able to, I believe. Yeah. So that's what's going on there. And I sent in Ando for I have no idea, because he's not really good. I probably just threw him in there for fun. Like I've said before, I throw in a bunch of shitty units with the good units to make them better, get them troops, help, kind of. I don't know. Oh, and all guard Shikigami. Those are just a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. Anyway, yeah, I haven't been uploading videos as frequently as I had in the past because a lot of really great things have happened recently. Shogun 2 Total War came out. That's like a tremendously upgraded Rance game. I don't know if you have heard of that. You'll need a good computer to play it, but if you like Sengoku Rance and its playstyle, you're going to love that game, so you should probably look into it. And of course the Pokemon game came out, and I'm 20 and I still play that shit, so whatever. That's how that was going. Yes. But in this fight here, I've deployed Iron Kenshin, and that will happen constantly. Every single time they go together. Love doing that. Love doing that. And I won this fight, which I guess that's kind of obvious. Ninjas and Diviners make a very poor defense, and that's why it was so easy to blow through them like that. Kento still isn't a really strong unit. My ninja back there, she's not really good, but she's gonna get there, I promise. I'll certainly use her more than Suzume, and she'll be great. None of the commanders that Hojo deployed in this fight were noteworthy. They have an open space up there in the front, and from past experiences, if I were to reload and fight them again, that spot could be filled with Daidoji, or they could have a whole different lineup of troops as well. You know, it could be Ren and her guard or whatever. It doesn't have to be what I was fighting there. I mean, it changes. I'm not sure what makes it change. But I know this game has a lot of really specific things dealing with it. A lot of them, when you try to assassinate people, it gets really technical and fidgety with that. You can increase Suzume's troop size by 5 and it'll work, or it'll fail on a reload. Don't know why it's like that. I don't think I've talked about that. Maybe I have. Well, in any case, that's a reminder for you. And here Kento's talking about herself a little bit. She's a runaway ninja from Japan, you know. They didn't have ninjas anywhere else, I don't think. I mean, ninjas are exclusive to Japan. I know that's correct, but did other places have things like ninjas? Probably. I don't know. Anyway, she's obviously from Japan. And I don't know if to tell you that in the other games that, oh, hey, this is Kento, she's from Japan. That's why she has pink hair, because everyone from Japan has a weird hair color, besides brown or black or blonde. Yeah, that's That's kind of racist? No, it's not. I'm obviously not serious, so it's not racist. And Japanese people don't have pink hair in real life. So there. And I don't know what I was doing here. I was going through her stuff. Maybe to show you guys. Yeah, leaves hiding. There you go. That's, it says defense boost plus 70% increase. That is so vague. It could mean so many different things. I just know that they get a really high defense boost when they're given that, and they can survive hits from almost anything. Sonic Shuriken is what I always give Kento, though, and it doesn't replace her regular Shuriken ability, which is fortunate, but you'll use it because she's such a fast unit innately. You'll deploy her, have her use Sonic Shuriken, and immediately after that she'll be able to attack again. Sonic Shuriken is the same as the regular Shuriken. It does the same amount of damage. It just has it lets you go again very quickly. I'm not sure if it's instant or if it just hastens your next move. With Kento, it's always instant. I do know that, and if she's strong enough, doing a Sonic Shuriken and then a regular one is probably more than enough to it's obviously not a one-shot, but it's, remove diviners and things like that, and before they have a chance to act, and it's really great. I wouldn't say it's a good strategy or anything. It's just a handy little thing there. I wouldn't give Sonic Shuriken to Suzume because she gets Chun Chun Shuriken, but she could probably have them both. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she could have both of those. Suzume could have them both, so it wouldn't matter. And then you can see Layla there attacking. That same row that I always deploy up front together. They're formidable on their own, but it was kind of risky for me to do that in a castle battle. I'm not sure why I was going with that. I think it turns out fine. I mean, Maria's still strong, and they wipe themselves out on counterattacks like that. You know, whatever. I think this turns out just fine. Yeah, Hojo has that triple castle state, and Tenshi Sect has one of those as well. They're a pain in the ass. Honestly, they really are. I mean, the final castle battle is always cool because you got that music, and it's difficult. But 3 in a row like this can be really annoying, especially if you've got a lot of other stuff going on and you lose the ground and you've got to recapture it, and oh god. I mean, I complain about that. In my very first few videos, I talk about the castle battles, and obviously when I'm commentating I have mixed feelings about them because a lot of trial and error will happen for me in my first playthrough, and the castles were so hard. Oh shit, I would just sit there for like turns on end fighting at the castles because I didn't know what to do. I didn't understand tacticians. I didn't understand how much they helped and other things, but I like them a lot now. I didn't before. And if there are 2 major things in this game and they're not really the same. I mean, let me think. As far as a genre is concerned, I wouldn't talking about Rance like it's a real game. Fucking Sengoku Rance isn't a real game. Oh god, what do I do here? It's there are commander battles and there are the troop battles. You can love one and hate the other, and if you hate troop battles, you're going to loathe castle battles. You will hate them more than anything. I'm sure of that. I really don't like the bosses in the battles. That's not fun. I don't like managing the action flags, for example. I could do this forever. The turn-based parts here. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is a catastrophe. Uh-huh. Yeah. This was ballsy of me, and it works. You can get away with things like this, but I don't in this case, not at all. Unfortunately, Natori and Katsui don't die. They very well could have. What I should have done is heal Katsui with Natori at least once to keep him up, and I didn't do that. So he gets taken out and Natori gets taken out. Or maybe she gets taken out before him. I don't know. They both get annihilated. Fortunately, neither dies. That wasn't enough to push it back either, that single Miko Storm. Yeah, I guess it was. That did a lot of damage. And, of course, Oda Nobuyuki up there in the front row, just pointing him out for you guys again. You'll probably see him over and over. It works, it happens. From that first tutorial battle, you'll keep seeing those officers. And Soma Hayate is there. That's another thing I didn't realize until just now. He's a problem. And he's obviously from the Miko Institute. And he's gonna float around, and I'll have to fight him. While he's with the Tenshi sect, I'm gonna vassalize them. So actually he will just stay there. I don't think commanders leave a vassalized country. If you vassalize them, you're not gonna fight their commanders again later, you know? Unless you... No, you can't. I don't think it's even possible to... No, you cannot declare war on someone you vassalized. Let me rephrase that. Because there is no doubt there. Yeah. And I won't vassalize anything in this playthrough. Other than the Tenshi sect. But I don't actively vassalize it. Every clan house in the game has an active vassalization. You can go do it. Like, it's an option for you. The Tenshi sect will just vassalize itself into me without me having to really do anything. So that's how that goes. Yeah. And Sagan, the leader of the Tenshi sect, doesn't treat it as that. He sees it as, oh, we're both independent fighting alongside each other. The game says he's your vassal. And he pretty much is. These little things here. There are actually quite a bit of flavor scenes like this with the Mori sisters. This is really the only one with Teru where she's... Like, Teru cares a lot about her dad. The other two don't seem to as much. They do, I'm sure, but not as much. Yeah, Motonari, the curse that he has that makes him so powerful and strong, halves his lifespan. So, she's concerned he'll die at any moment. That's what it's explaining in this scene. Yeah. And Teru herself... Gosh, I don't know how old they are. Huh. But yeah, they're all wearing maid outfits. I mean, obviously that's appealing to some fetish. And it's a well-known one. I don't know. French maid outfits in Sengoku period Japan? Hell yeah, why not? So, they give an explanation for that too, by the way. The Mori sisters' mother always made them clean and shit, and she gave each of her daughters a specific task. Teru's was obviously dusting and cleaning. And then there's one with a pan, and there's one with a teacup, and shit. I mean, it's obvious what their roles were. And they were always forced to wear those dresses by their mother, who died. They don't explain how she's dead. Maybe she's not dead. I just assume she's dead because she's not in the game. And, you know, I'll see you in the next part.